Hey guys, how's it going? It's the team here at Authentic Mission, and I just want to talk briefly about where we're at, and briefly about road roadblocks to creativity. Um, Now, here at Authentic Mission, we believe in using the gifts that the universe or God, because to me, God is the universe. God is everywhere. God is omnipresent. I hope I said that word right. Um, but lately, we've made videos about this before, and we've been trying to get through it. And I've been trying to get through it, and I've been trying to help a friend get through it. But there's been roadblocks to creativity because my former partner, my good friend, and myself were attacked over. She was attacked over her life before she came to God. I was attacked a little bit on my life before I came to God, and drug use and different things. People nowadays are so hurt by the world that they don't believe. I believe a lot of people have lost faith in the world, and people don't believe that people can change. People see religion as a cop out. People see faith as a cop out, I should say, because faith and religion are two different things. Um, I'm not gonna lie. When she was bullied, and then I was bullied over over our old lives, the old beings we were, it was tricky. And I had days where I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna power through. Then I had other days where I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna work on this script today, or I'm gonna journal and I'm gonna get this thought out and that thought out, and just see what God does. And then all of a sudden, depression sneaks up, and you're just at a roadblock. You feel yourself wanting to type at the computer, and you're just like, no. You feel tied. You feel like you're reaching to hit a button at the keyboard, and you feel like something's holding your arm back, where you can't even use the keyboard. And I tried getting jobs. My friend tried getting jobs, and people don't see past the wheelchair. Just this week, I saw an interview with an artist that paints with her mouth, and she says with this foot, hands art place. I don't know the name, so please forgive me. Place that helps disabled artists promote their work. The artwork is the only way she can make some money. And she said she tried getting a job as a Walmart greeter. I can relate to that. So can my friend that I keep trying to get to come here. She did say she's going to write a journal or a letter, and she's going to let us read it. And she's going to say how she feels. And look, Jesus never judged. Okay? I mean, he hung out with a prostitute in Mary Magdalene, for goodness sake. And there's been great debate on if they got married or not. That's besides the point. Everybody likes to say the phrase, judge not lest ye be judged, but that's all we do in this world. And I understand it. You've been stung by the government so many times. You've been stung by people that you try and help. So you develop this hardness to helping people. You develop this hardness to trust. And I totally get it. I've been ripped off. I've had medication go missing. I've had money go missing. I've had, you know, different things like that happen. I've had people disrespect me wanting to try different lifestyles. I've had people disrespect me wanting to try different diets. Why I needed their approval, I don't fucking know. I really don't. And I don't mean to swear. I got much swearing in these videos, but it's not really that professional. But I do get it. But what I don't get is how much people can have double standards. Judge not lest ye be judged, but I'm going to judge you in an hour. We are who we are. You are not the same as me. I am not the same as my friend. We may have similar experiences, but we deal with them differently. And I realized yesterday that I was writing, I was in a good mood. I'm working on a sitcom, which will be coming. Not coming, but it will be done soon. I can just feel it. But I gotta say this to myself every day. And if you're an artist struggling, or you're a person struggling to develop a new skill, period, whether it's art or not, you need to just soldier on. Don't let that little tinge of doubt stop you and then snowball to the point where you feel like your arms are being tied up. It's easier when people knock you down and judge you to just say, what the hell's the point? But then what are you doing with your life? Do I watch TV every day, all day? Yep. But I try to make something out of it. I try to write while I'm watching TV. I can do that a little bit easier than just sitting there and feeling sorry for myself and feeling sorry like nobody will give me a chance. I mean, I hope my work gets picked up and gets published or whatever. I've got a few ebooks that are out there. But I mean published. I mean maybe on CTV. I mean maybe on Global. I mean maybe on ABC. There's no shame in being on disability, but I just can't be another person on disability flowing through life. I shouldn't say floating, because it's not that fun. And floating doesn't mean to imply that we're leeches on the system. But we want to try things on disability. We do. And this month, by the way, in case you didn't know, is National Disability Employment Month. And a lot of people on disability don't have jobs. Give us that chance. And if we can't make our jobs, get jobs, make our jobs. If you like writing, write. If you like doing YouTube videos, do them. Like, pound the payment on that. Eventually, you'll make money at it. It takes forever. I think we've made 50 cents, something. But how much do we really believe in judge not lest ye be judged as humanity? I don't. I think it's just people say it so much it's become a phrase. And why am I talking about disabilities and then judgment and then judging people for the past before they come to God? Why am I putting the two of them together? Because employers judge that we can't do the jobs. Because if we have a past before we come to God, people judge that more than they judge the new being that we become once we decide to give our life to God. Everybody's spiritual journey, everybody's walk is different. But I am not going to live in people's judgment anymore. I've been studying media to the point that I've been putting this off out of fear, but now is the time. We say judge not lest ye be judged. We say trust the justice system. But we don't really, humanity on a scale that doesn't really believe that, I think, because, you know, I watched a thing about O.J. Simpson, and one of the jurors, I think it was juror number 9, a black woman, said, we acquitted him for, it was payback for Rodney King. We acquitted him for payback. We just wanted to, there was another juror that said we just wanted to go home. And they were so, the jurors were so stung by the LAPD. And, you know, you had a couple racist people in the LAPD. You got a couple racists everywhere. That they'd rather let their anger, their judgment of people go and let what I consider a man that did it go. They let OJ go. And you don't believe me? Watch this TV couple, I think it was a 5-part, I'm not sure on the number, but it was a 5-part documentary about that case. And it was called OJ Made in America. Find it. I watched it on CTV in Canada. And then, you know, like, people let that go. Because they were sick of judgment, racial judgment from the LAPD. They were sick of racial judgment from everybody. You know, and then, I mean, this independent filmmaker named Nate Parker, okay, was acquitted of rape. And he was acquitted. And the woman that he had the incident with, you know, unfortunately committed suicide. And if you are watching this video and you are a part of her family, I'm sorry for you. But, you know, we say believe in the justice system. Sometimes the justice system gets it wrong. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes the blinders are so hard on by police that they just want to get their man. They've watched way too many crime movies. They think everything is some sort of mystery. I mean, you know, with a big twist and all that. But this man was acquitted. And he went on to become an actor and a filmmaker. He made an important film. I haven't seen it yet. But he made an important film about a slave rebellion with a guy named Nat. Or I don't remember, actually. I'm not even going to try it. And it's an important film. It's called The Birth of a Nation. I haven't seen it, but I just know it's an important film. And this guy was acquitted. And he found Christ. That was his spiritual journey. He found Christ. He said he is a new man. And if he is, great. If he isn't, then he's going to answer to God for that. But he went through a trial. He was acquitted. The woman admitted to a previous sexual encounter, consensual, with him. And he was acquitted. I don't know if he did it or didn't do it. I don't know. That's between him and God. But he was acquitted. And we've got people saying, I'm not going to go see this movie. Believe survivors and yeah, on the surface, yeah. But I mean, people, you know, some people lie, some don't, some are just mixed up. But that's not the point. What I'm saying is, he was acquitted, leave him be. And now you're going to punish these 400 people that worked on the film, an important film, because, oh, don't go see it because that'd be supporting a rapist. He was acquitted. So on the books of the law, he didn't do it. So, you know what? You can't have one thing one way for O.J. Simpson and one thing one way not for Nate Parker. You can't do it. And if he did do it, like I said, he's got to answer to God for that. He's got to repent to God for that. But that's his thing. We don't know. We weren't there. Recently, somebody started talking to me about something that was on the news about someone else. And I just said, I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I wasn't there. That's my way of looking at things now is if I don't know 100% and if I wasn't there, I'm just going to shut my mouth and let God handle it. People start, and I turned around and I said, well, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know if it's true. And then somebody took that and said, so you think so-and-so lied? No, don't put words in my mouth. I just don't know. So how much do we believe in justice nowadays is what I ask you. How much do we believe in judge not lest ye be judged? How much do we believe in prejudging a person's skill? Again, back to the disability thing. We always judge. Humanity judges. Why? Because God gave us free will and thoughts, and we all have our own opinions on things. That's part of what makes humanity great, but that's part of what makes humanity awful. Just think about that a little bit. I'm not justifying anything if Nate Parker did. I'm not justifying anything. I don't know. I'm just saying, give this food for thought. How much do you believe in half the stuff you say as humanity? How much do you believe in judge not lest ye be judged, or he who's without sin cast the first stone? How much do you, look at all the black men in the United States that have been killed. Why? Because of prejudgment from police. Prejudgment from humanity. And these type of stories have not just been going on since the birth of social media with all the death of the black men that have been going on. Why? Because there's been Family Matters episodes about where Eddie Winslow, granted it's TV, but TV brings attention to issues. Art brings attention to issues. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode, I don't remember the episode number, but in season 1, prejudgment episode where they were accused of being a bunch of car thieves. Why? Because they were driving a nice car in a nice neighborhood. Or no, in a crappy neighborhood or something. I can't remember exactly. I just watched the episode last night. But anyways, how much do we believe in judge not lest ye be judged? Or, there's another thing I saw recently, a little quote on Facebook. A person cannot judge a situation unless they've been a part of it. Unless it's happened to them. Unless, we can have similar experiences. But if I've been bullied, the way I handle it might not be the same way you handle it. The similarity might be a little bit, the word's in there. But just think about that, people. Think about if you were this person, would you want to be judged over something that maybe you didn't understand yourself? If you were this person, would you like to be prejudged on your skill to do a job because you were disabled? I challenge all employers to please, for a week, for even a day, go to another job location. If you work at one Walmart in your town and there's another Walmart in your town, go to the other Walmart if they don't know you. Go in a wheelchair. Just go. Hand out a resume. See what kind of vibe you feel. Just give it a shot.